Not us.
Joan.
Joan.
Yeah.
Sorry, Joan. Yeah, you can hate me for getting your name wrong, but not about the water. We have more and more people who want it, and a river that's got less and less water, so it's kind of.
Jacob, a lot of love from the Czech Republic.
Czech Republic, awesome.
Hell yeah.
That is amazing.
Who's that?
Jacob.
Jacob. Hell yeah.
Thank you for coming, Jacob.
Hello from Argentina. Hello from Connecticut. Both of you look amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I know, we do look good, don't we? You look fabulous.
Well, you look amazing. I like the silver hair.
Right?
Yeah, handsome.
I decided to just go for it.
Looks great.
I'm waiting for it to go because my dad was just white, gray.
Oh.
And at that point, people are going to think that I can't get over. No, that's not what it is.
Just natural. I just naturally look this good.
Vegas bartender trying to say hi from Torrance, where most of Buffy was short.
Oh wow, Torrance. That's where the high school is, right? Isn't that in Torrance?
Yeah.
And Buffy's house, isn't Buffy's house also in Torrance?
Yeah.
I think so.
I remember when we first shot. I only shot a couple times outside that house, and I was told that the neighbors hated us because they were sick of all of the trucks and everything.
Yeah.
And so I thought we were going to get. They were like all these people were like gathering on the other side of the street, and I thought they were going to start throwing stuff at us.
Oh my god.
Because I always assumed the worst.
Right.
So I just went over there to say hi, and they were fans.
And they were excited.
They were big yes. It wasn't bad at all.
I only shot there a couple times too, because we weren't so much on the exteriors of Buffy's house.
No, because they hate us.
We weren't lurking outside Buffy's house too much. I think I did one scene I know with Nick Brendan on was it a Valentine's episode? It was a Valentine's episode, I think.
It was.
It was, yeah. So that's perfect. Tie into today.
Let's do some autographing.
Let's do some autographing. Okay, so we're starting with our pens. We tested everything out so that we could hopefully do this all well. So we've got our VIP signings first. So our very first one up is this one, which is to Adrian. Adrian, don't know if you're here yet, but super excited to sign this. So, okay, I'm gonna start. So it has for both of us. Do you love my insides, the parts you can't see, and then you're gonna add your thing. So I guess I'll do it here so I give you room, right?
Yeah.
My heart beats for Neil's Drew and Spike again together.
Aw. Inside.
Oh, we have one from St. Petersburg.
Oh my gosh.
Like from Rick St. Petersburg.
Amazing. You can't see. And then I'm going to give it to you to sign. Oh, close.
Hannah Lee says hi to you, James. She's from Cameo.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, good to see you, love. I'm looking for
The pens?
was the gold pen around?
Yes. The gold pen is around. Is that the one you need?
I do.
Perfect. All right, well, when you're done with that one, I will mark it complete.
Oh my God, your handwriting is so much better than mine.
Nah.
Sorry, Adrian, I broke my hand.
Should I mark it complete while you're doing it so I go on to the next person, do you think?
Eyeballs to and the trails my
Oh,
seat,
yeah,
right?
that's it.
Yes,
And
I'll
then
do that.
Times Day.
No. Oh, to both
To
of
you.
us. So he's saying that to us. Happy
Oh,
birthday,
oh.
I think.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
No, wait. Well, we'll just do it. We'll take
Lisa Menendez says hi from Detroit. Love you both.
Hi, Lisa from Detroit. We have so many friends in Detroit. That is awesome. I love the little pen squeaks. Now you're gonna think about it.
Well, no, I just realized that the silver was really showing up well. Okay.
Oh.
Vicky says hi from Greece. That's amazing.
I'm marking that one complete. Okay, so we've got our next one, JJA6. So this is for, woo! This is for Harmony, which is amazing, and it's just a signature, so I won't put, let me just this, Harmony.
Manus Klein said, will you two need a movie together?
Aw,
Oh,
that would be
that
amazing.
would be so great.
The Rulas hoping a Comic Con close, you come close to Comic Con in Ohio. Fari is here, look,
Hi,
from
Fari.
Munich, Juliet, Devin James.
Oh my gosh,
Hi, Fari.
I didn't think you were going to be here today. So excited to see you. Hope everything's okay. We've been thinking a lot about you, and we love you so much.
Victoria says hi from France.
Hi, Victoria from France. What part of France? I know it'll take a beat to come back around, but I love France so much.
I was just in France.
You were.
Yeah, and I went to what is it? It's a museum in the train station.
Oh, yes.
And I got absolutely overwhelmed. This happens to me so many times when I'm in a museum. I feel like it's like all these geniuses are all vying for my attention, and they're like, look at me, look at me, look at me, and I'm trying to look at this one
Right.
masterpiece, and this other masterpiece is like, oh, did you notice that I'm a Whistler's mother? I'm right here. Come on, James. And I just get completely overwhelmed, and I start getting dizzy.
I have to take time, like I have to sort of limit the amount of, like if you go to the Louvre and you get overwhelmed, you have to sort of go like, I need to take it in parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to see it all.
Right.
Let's just admit that right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, this is to Jean. So I'm not sure that this is Jean Caldwell or not. I know Jean did get a picture. Yes. Oh wait, this is 14. I have 10. Okay, well that I've done wrong. So let's make sure. Well,
Which one do you need?
so I somehow have, our next one is for some reason 14 and these other ones are saying that they're VIP, so I'll just do this now and get to here and we'll sort that later, whatever issue that
Claire
is.
is here from Australia.
Hi Claire, we were talking about you a minute ago. Good morning. We know
Good
it's
morning,
bright
yeah.
and bright and early, so we'll sort those later. So
Yeah, I remember when
this is Jean.
I was in New York, and you only had to pay 25 cents to get into the Metropolitan Museum. And they would glare at you, because you're supposed to get $8. It's probably like $50 now. But I was poor, and it was something you could do to get off the street when it was cold. So I would just go in there for a quarter, and I would just spend all day.
Wow.
And so I could just like hang out in the sculpture garden and do nothing else, knowing that the next day I'd be back, and just like hang out with the artwork. Yeah.
Did I sign my name on this one? I did, great.
Yeah.
On that one. I think I didn't put my name.
Keena there says 80 my true vamps.
Aw, thank you so much. Okay, let me give you that one. I didn't put my name. I realized an autograph without my autograph. That doesn't work that well.
There's a lot of moving parts today.
You know what's amazing, James, if you get the chance, in England, so this is this one, so, and you're going to say to James, love isn't brains, it's blood screaming inside you to work its will.
Okay.
So if you get a chance at the National Gallery in London, every day, they used to do it twice, but they do it at least once a day. I think it's at 2 p.m. You can go for free and go into, and they have these art historians that work there, and they take you on the tours of their favorite paintings, and they're fascinating. They're really interesting. Like they took us on one where it was all the Caravaggios, and the guide was telling us, look at this painting, this is before he committed the murder. These paintings are after he committed the murder, and you can see the violence in his paintings. And they just tell you the most amazing things that they don't tell you normally on the regular sort of information that's at the National Gallery, and it's so worth it.
Wait a minute, Caravaggio murdered somebody?
Yes.
Yeah.
What a dick!
Yeah.
What do you know that like the backstory? To
I
that? Like,
don't. I just know that and you can actually see like the pre-murder, post-murder difference like in his work. Like it definitely has a whole different vibe to it.
That's the thing about artists. I think that the art often reflects the people that we want to be, and not the people that we actually are. It's kind of aspirational, and sometimes when you meet an artist, you can get that there's a disparity between the person you think they are based on their art and the person that you actually meet, and you usually meet someone who's just very human.
Yeah.
And it can be a little unsettling.
Spike and Drew Forever. Hello, Julia and James. Happy Valentine's Day from Australia. It's 6 a.m. in the morning here. I'm a big fan of Spike and Drew. I met you once in Sydney in 2016. My name is Vivian.
Hi Vivian, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. We know your fellow Aussie Claire is here as well, so that's super exciting, and thank you so much. We just finished Jean's amazing photo. Then we love Jean so much. So I'm excited that you're here. I think Jean was one of the first people on the live stream today. So this one is for Donna. And Donna says, could you write something funny about how Spike is hiding behind Drusilla from the Chaos Demon, but she doesn't care, just wants her picture taken. So maybe that should be from your perspective,
Okay.
do you think? And do you think
that-
black, or do you think, what do you think?
Spike is
color?
hiding behind Drusilla from the Chaos Demon.
I wouldn't hide from the Chaos Demon. God, I would kill the Chaos Demon. All right, fine.
Do you want
I'll do it.
do you want a black, do you think, or do you think, what do you
I
think?
think silver, man.
Silver,
I'm
okay.
just all over the leather coat saves me.
Okay,
You know, just silver on the leather
Cool.
coat. And so this is for Donna.
yes. And then I will add mine afterwards. And maybe I'll do, on my side, I'll do the black, because I'm wearing yellow. Something funny about Spike.
Ashley's asking, does James know about Raphael?
Okay, you were right. You were right. I need the black. You're right.
Do you want?
Okay, because I need a little bubble.
Oh.
like, over here.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
He's getting super creative here.
Yeah.
Doing a bubble.
David Delamarco says, Drusilla and Spike, a new chapter, massacre on Valentine's Day. That's actually kind of a good idea.
That is, yeah, exactly. That sounds like a good title. Drew would be very excited about that idea.
How do you spell mucus?
Oh my gosh, I think it's M-U-C. I don't know. Who wants to tell us for sure? I don't
I
want
bet Jean can tell us.
M-U-C-I-S.
No, M-U-C-A-S. Hold on, I'll look up.
Okay.
Mucus. M-U-C-U-S.
Okay, I'm gonna.
A
Okay.
slippery, gelatinous goo produced by
Cat
your...
on a holocaustral. You're gorgeous, the best thanks. So amazing to see you. Love from Budapest, Hungary. Buff is my favourite TV show ever. Sylvia.
Wow, Budapest. Love it. So what do you say?
And someone spelled
Oh,
me.
we don't see me. You'll get mucus all over.
Kat Cardi said you did the voice and she was excited, Julia.
Absolutely.
I don't like to say chaos demon. It makes him sound too cool. I like mucus demon.
Mucus.
Yeah, he's a
He
mucus
was very,
demon.
very slippery.
Yeah, and that's in the show. It's Ken. Spike called him a mucus demon in the show, so I'm not being cruel. That guy was so great.
He
He
absolutely.
absolutely understood the joke. That he didn't have to do anything. Just let the mucus drip. And all I had to say was like, I'm sorry, should I come back? You guys are having more.
Beauty Sarah said it would make my day to hear hi from my favourite screen couple.
Who says?
B-E-A, Cirrus, C-E-R-E-S.
So now do you want to sign that one as well?
B. Hello, love.
Hi, B.
It's so easy to make people happy when you've been on television.
So you're going to sign that one, yeah, and I'll mark that one as complete, and we'll get to the next one. Aw, so JJ18, that's this one, and it's to Victoria. And Victoria wants eyeballs.
Jenny Lily is asking, have you ever been to Liverpool, either of you?
Yeah, that's so funny. We were literally talking about the fact I have never been to Liverpool, and the last time I was in Wales, we were near, and we actually wanted to go, but Dev and I were so jet lagged that when we got there, we actually slept 17 hours straight, and we missed our window to be able to go. And so we were just talking with our friend who loves it there, is a tremendous Beatles fan as well, and he was talking about it, and we were saying, okay, next time we're over, we have to do it. How about you?
I just was in Liverpool.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, just a few months ago actually. And I went to, it wasn't I don't know if it was a Beatles museum, maybe it was. They didn't have a lot of Beatles stuff, but like they had a recreation of the cavern in there. They had a recreation of the lobby of Apple Music.
Mm-hmm.
And it was awesome. And I made a little video
Cool.
for everyone, and then failed to download it.
Oh no.
That's me in a nutshell, right?
Oh.
And this is to Victoria.
Yes.
Class Protector 99.
I'm sorry, am I saying eyeballs down?
Well, I did it.
Okay.
So.
What does Julia imagine Drusilla is doing now?
Oh, sorry. What?
Class Protector 99 is asking, does Julia imagine Drusilla is doing now?
Oh my goodness. I don't know. I think I think Drew and Spike have found their way back too.
Yeah.
Why not? Sarah says our favorite line. Gosh, it's so hard to pick a favorite line.
The Rubyverse is saying TikTok will be a great place for Ghost and the Robot concerts.
Oh, cool.
TikTok?
TikTok.
Yeah.
Really? Can you do longer? I guess you can do longer stuff with it. Yeah, but the Chinese are spying on you on TikTok. Didn't you know that?
What do you think?
I don't want the Chinese Communist Party to get my lyrics. They would pirate it because they're all pirating all the intellectual information. So they would like. I'm just kidding.
I was like,
You
okay.
should do TikTok.
Here's a political rant. What are you going to put for your favorite line?
The only one that I wrote, "Bite Me." That's the
Ah.
only one I wrote. That I went to England and everyone was saying "bite me," and I thought, well, that'd be perfect for a vampire. And I came back and I knew that the writers would never take my advice on dialogue. I knew that very clearly, so I just started telling people to bite me, and then they thought of it. But I totally planted the seed.
That's cool. Deb, what should be my favorite? I don't ever know when I have a favorite line. I can't ever pick one. What should I put on there, do you think? Or maybe I can get some input from everyone who's watching. What would be a good one to put on there?
Debs is on. She says hi.
Hi, Debs. Oh, we love you so much, and thank you for our additional presents that we just got.
Tracy CONNO88 would love to a show following Spike and Drew across Europe.
That would be very cool.
So great.
I need help with a line, guys. I'm trying to think of what I should do.
Spike, remember when you said, Spike, you are the best, coolest, most amazing actor I've ever met in my whole life. How about that? That's too many words.
DKP says hello from France.
Hello, great to see you. Okay, let me just think
Oh.
of one.
Exxon Borg said, I have a second question. Did you all have more fun on the set of Buffy or Angel?
Oh my God, equal for me. It's
It was
hard
the
to
same
pick. It was the
show,
same
man.
show. It was like one big set, one
Yeah.
big family. We shot most of Buffy at the Stewart Street, like in Santa Monica warehouse sound stages, and then most of Angel on the Paramount lot. But then we traveled around for both for everything else. But it was really like one big crew, one big cast. It felt like one big show.
Yeah, yeah. The thing about Angel was that it was done at Paramount, so you actually had a sound stage. Whereas Buffy was done in these converted spaces that were not soundproof, and I think 1 out of 4 takes were ruined because we were in the path of 3 airports. So
Yeah.
takes were getting ruined constantly. That was an impressive. And also, Angel only shot for 12 hours. That was it. Whereas Buffy was like 18 hours.
Yeah, 18 hours. And we'd
20
start
hours.
with Buffy, we would start the week early. Like we'd have, like 5 a.m. calls, and then by the end of the week, you'd be working all nights. So you your body clock couldn't get
Yeah.
figure out what was happening.
And we were like low on the totem pole, so we would always get called in the beginning, like
Early.
4 o'clock in the morning on Monday, because no one with pull gets their scene shot at 4 a.m. on Monday. And then we were vampires, so we were always shooting Thursday
Nights.
and Friday nights.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we got
So we got on
We got
both ends.
but we still looked gorgeous.
Thank you. You did.
Someone wrote "Brr, bad dog" as a line.
Ah, that's a good one. I did. We're going to destroy the world.
Someone wrote that as well.
Yeah. I like her.
Katie's Conference Space is asking, Julia, do you have a Miss Edith?
Actually, I have a Miss Edith because Jean, Aaron, and Crystal, and a whole bunch of the amazing Buffy fans and loves not only got me a Miss Edith, but Miss Edith went all around the world, and there's a book of pictures with everybody holding Miss Edith in different locations, and so yes, I do.
That is awesome.
It's amazing. I'll show you guys.
Well-traveled
that.
Edith.
Okay, so we're complete there, right? Okay, great. So our next one is don't sign it. Okay, don't sign it at all, or don't.
This is a fun one.
Don't sign this question.
Casey Cupboard. Me and my 3-year-old are watching you now. Hi from Liverpool, and he keeps saying that's Spike and Drusilla. Our cat is also called Drusilla.
Oh my gosh, that's cool that you
Okay, so
Anna
this is
stuff.
just, they paid for an autograph, but they just
They
want
don't
us to
want
answer a
sign it.
question.
So we'll Anna question.
And this is like very mysterious because you don't know who it was.
I know, it
Because
says
it's no
to
name.
none, so we're
Is
gonna.
this you, Juliet? Did you want to know what my first impression of you
Yes,
was?
I put it in. Isn't that weird? So I guess we'll just put this as mark it as done, finished, because they ordered this picture and it says don't sign it, so we won't even put our names on it anywhere near it.
Done?
But our
Done?
first impression, well, we were talking a little bit earlier at the beginning of the stream, and I remember immediately, we met in James's audition, and I just remember that immediately, it felt like we just had this incredible acting chemistry. Like it really was. There was just a what they call moment-to-moment fluidity and freedom, and it ended up feeling to me like as we were working that we were just sort of already rehearsing.
I was starved for working with an actor like you because I had come from Chicago where it was just fearless, just absolutely fearless acting. It wasn't all about, you know, oh, how do I look, you know? It was just let's frickin' go for it here. And if we scare the audience, that's fine. If we offend the audience, that's fine. Let's do it. And then I go over to Seattle. I had a great time in Seattle, but they were more careful. They were more friendly.
Safe.
Bless them, they were more friendly. Seattle is actually a very wonderful
Lovely
city.
place, yeah.
I mean, seriously, if I hadn't have had a son, I wouldn't have moved down to Los Angeles. I'd be in Seattle right now.
Mhm.
I love Seattle. But the theater is just a little softer.
Mhm.
And so when I met you, I was like, oh, hell yeah. Like you are fearless. You are just going to go
Go
for
there.
it. And it was that sense of, I have no idea what's about to happen.
Mhm.
This person could just do anything. And I was so excited. And at that point, I really wanted the role, which I didn't know was more than one episode. I thought it was just auditioning for a single episode. But I thought, I want to shoot this one with Julia. And I know, oh my God, this is going to be fun.
I felt
Yeah.
the same way. It was that thing because that's the best thing is when you're surprised and you don't know what's going to happen next, and you literally are in the moment going, "Oh my gosh, where is this going to go?" And it was immediately like that.
And it's so subtle, you know. It's just in the eyes. It's just you can tell if someone is really present. You can tell if someone is just conducting, like they have a plan. They did it in the mirror the night
They're going to
before.
do exactly like that.
And that's all you're going to get. And it's a little bit robotic. And then you have actors who are just like, hey, what's up? What are you going to do? I have no idea what I'm going to do. Let's just do something, all right?
Let's
and it
find it.
gets kind of dangerous because it's like, oh my God.
It
what's about
does,
to
yeah.
happen?
Oh, where are we
Yeah.
going to go?
Because then they film that, and you have no control over which take they use. And so you're just really just letting it all hang out and just trusting that they're going to use the good stuff, which they did all the time. But that was wonderful. Yeah.
Rebecca says, hi James, hi Juliet. Rebecca here, so
Oh,
pleased
hi,
to be here at
Rebecca.
last.
I'm so excited
Hey,
that you're
Rebecca.
here. Jay and Dean. Make sure I'm spelling them right.
Roxy Fox 997, if Priscilla had got her soul back, do you think she and Spy would have rekindled their love?
Yes.
Yes, I do. So Deb, just so you know, we have a lot of VIP ones that aren't coming up in our VIP list, but we'll probably go back and do them
Okay.
when we do. I don't know why, but Stephanie.
Annie, Buffy influenced my life so much. Love you too. Thank you for being so badass.
Aw, thank you so much. I'm so touched that Buffy, meant a lot in your life. That means so much.
Do you know what I think Buffy really says at the end of the day? And I've said this many times. Don't give up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give up. Life is hard. Life is a chore. Sometimes it hurts, but it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I think because it really is. It's kind of like Hamlet in the way that Hamlet is about someone who's old enough to realize that the world is massively messed up.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're old enough to see that clearly, the question becomes, what do you do?
Mm-hmm.
Do you give up or do you try?
Right.
And Hamlet tries
Mm-hmm.
to make it better by killing his
Right,
uncle,
right.
which is a little bit extreme, but I mean, and he dies, but it's a good death because he didn't give up. You
Yeah.
know? And it's kind of going a little bit dark here, but it's an argument against teen suicide, really.
Mhm.
But Shakespeare put that message toward adults,
Mhm.
which is like, what is the point of arguing against teen suicide if you're just going to talk to adults? The great thing about Buffy is that it took that message directly to teenagers.
Mhm. That's really interesting.
I think so.
Yeah.
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 And that's why I'm so proud to have been part of it,
Mhm.
because I think it actually did some good.
Oh, absolutely.
Chefs like 55. Buffy gave girls empowerment to have more confidence.
Yeah, without a doubt. And also, I mean, you've got the lead character literally has the weight of the world on her shoulders and does not give up. She keeps fighting through.
Exactly. And
Someone's asking, you didn't know each other before Buffy, correct?
We did not. We
Not at
literally
all.
met at that
At the audition.
moment. Yeah.
yeah,
Springer 13, Spaniel 13, hi from Scotland.
Hi from Scotland. Amazing.
one of these days I'm gonna get a good Scottish accent. Like people ask me, like, can you do if I go to Scotland, they're like, can you do the Scottish accent? I'm like, well, I could do it poorly.
I worked on it a little bit. Okay.
Selena Alishaway, hi from Spain.
Hi from Spain.
Say hello.
Hi to
Love
Spain.
Spain. Love Spain.
John Goodman 1648. You signed my last picture with "Don't give up." Thank you, James. Please feel free to write something else.
Don't do that again. You got it. You got it, to Crystal. And who said that?
That was Joan, right?
Joan.
Jeff, was it
Oh,
Joan
good.
Goodman?
Somebody remind me
I
not
will.
to fight
I'll
me.
remember.
Okay.
Jessica Gilson 59. Thank you guys for making this live.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. 32. Yes. Great. This is for Katie. Oh, that one, yeah. So it's just a
The
signature.
Ruby verse. Buffy makes you feel better when you're depressed.
Yes.
She says, Katie, the next one, her name is commonly misread and misspelled where they add an H. Please note, it's Katie, no H. And it's obvious, but it's miswritten all the time. Poor thing, it sounds like
Aw.
really frustrating.
How do you misspell Katie
I don't
with
know.
an H? That's Kathy.
Right.
Hello.
We got hello from, I think it's Just Liz from Italy. She's saying hi.
Hi from Italy, another.
Oh, right
Person.
on.
Hi, we got from Vancouver, Canada.
Wow. Oh. 4.
Love Vancouver.
I did too.
There was a time when I was thinking of just bugging out and moving to Vancouver and just becoming Canadian. Would they let me in?
I don't know.
I don't know. They might be like, maybe 10 years ago, but not now. Sorry. We have enough of you people.
It rains so much in Vancouver. I remember the first time I shot in Vancouver, and I was doing an episode of Millennium of the Lance Henriksen show.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a very brutal character because my character was 9 months pregnant, so I had this huge pregnancy pad, and I get kidnapped, and they induce labor, and they steal my baby, and it's like all this like tragedies going on. And it was raining, and I said, oh, well, what's the cover set? What are we shooting? Everybody laughed, the whole crew. They're like, oh no, we just keep shooting all the exteriors in the rain. And so we were shooting all this stuff with me walking outside with my pregnancy pad getting heavier and heavier, more wet. And it was just crazy.
And the horrible thing, guys, is that rain does not show up on film unless they light it to show up. So they can deny the rain, and you'll never know it's raining. And you're like wondering why James is like,
right.
outside in the rain, and no one just.
And my hair is getting droopy and all that
And it's
stuff.
T-O-N.
T-O-R-Z.
T-O-R-Z.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Jessica says, just awesome seeing you guys together.
Aw, yay.
MAIT3 says hi from Argentina.
Good guys. Hello.
Hi from Argentina. So I'm assuming if it's not to anyone, they just want our signatures.
You got it.
Assuming that. Hopefully that's a good assumption.
That I can do.
And I guess I'll do Drusilla. Do that one. And then
Did you practice your signature, or you just like?
No, I didn't. Did you? You did, because you've got that like the
God, yeah.
J and the M. Yeah. No, I didn't. I think I should have.
No, I was actually nervous this morning coming here because your handwriting, it always looks like so good.
Oh my
and
gosh,
The
really?
thing is, yeah, check this out, guys. Doesn't it look like Juliet cares more than I do? It's not true. We both care. It's just that my handwriting is crap. And I'm doing the best I can,
don't
but it
agree.
really
I
looks
don't
like...
think so. Look
Really?
here, wait, I'm gonna put this up here. No, like, can you see that, Devin, or is it too glossy? I don't know.
Yeah, now we can see it.
Okay. Yeah, no.
It look, yeah.
No.
Maybe
I like,
it looks
yours
like a-
has that, like, really cool, like, V.
I know, but when I do a quote, it looks like a third grader spelling it. It's just terrible.
Ash said Juliet's acting is literally terrifying.
Aw.
There we go.
Um,
There we go.
more
What's more than terrifying about it?
says, I love you, James.
Yeah, it's a-
Someone's asking, how do you get a signed image? I would love one.
Oh, okay, so you go to Streamily, which is what this platform is, so Streamily, STREAMILY.com/Juliet Landau or Streamily.com/James Marsters. We have the same images if you want a duo image in both places. And you just pick it up there and it'll show on our feed and then we'll sign it to you now.
Tilly says, Spike was definitely my first crush.
Oh.
Stephanie Seagal was a beautiful Drew.
Oh.
You're welcome. If I was your first crush.
Princess 438, Drew, Spike and Drew together.
Yeah.
We should just do a bit in accent, just, to give them what they want. They want Spike and Drew.
Look at all the people.
There's like millions of them.
Are they nice people?
Oh no, they're on the other side of this little phone. They've invented this bit of metal, and I don't know how it works, but there's people behind that little piece of metal,
There.
and they're staring at it, yeah? But the good thing is they all love you, Drew.
Can we eat them?
No,
Oh no.
because they're not here. No, we can eat them later. We'll find someone for them.
Okay.
But not one of these are good people. Let's find someone who's not so nice.
They're nice people.
Yeah, these are good people.
I'm a princess.
Yes, you are.
Do you think your friend Jackie Eco joined?
Hi, Jackie. It's great to see you. Oh my goodness. It's so cute. Sarah said, no instructions, just my love to you both. XOXOXO. I'm so lucky to know you. And anything extra you would like.
Kitty said, Spike helped me realise that I was in a toxic relationship. You saved me. Thank you, James.
Oh.
Wow.
Thank
Wow.
goodness you're out of that relationship.
Yeah. I've had a few of those too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Princess 438, hi from Puerto Rico. I love you guys. You're the best evil couple of vampires.
Great.
Rebecca is saying hi from Orlando.
Hi. I'm assuming that this one says Emma. This is the last name. We just want to do the first name, I would think. What do you think, James? It says to Emma.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great. So I'll give you that one. And I'll swap over here.
I love it. You're doing all the work. You just, what do I do? Do it. Do that? Thank you. I love it.
No, we're doing it in tandem.
Yeah.
Oh, here's an interesting one. It's a little this is a challenging one. Donna Harrison, 95. Hey guys, what would Spike and Drusilla's song be?
What would their son be?
Song.
Oh, song. Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh. Well, oh God, I'll tell you. Now you pick something atmospheric and beautiful. And
No, I don't know,
dreamy.
because when Drew sang, she used to go, run and catch, run and catch. The lamb is caught in the blackberry patch. She sang on one note.
Oh man.
So whatever romantic song would sort of get slayed that way with one note.
Whereas Spike would be like, no, let's do the Pistols again. Or the Clash. How about the Clash? We can do that.
Doomsday Adams says, good night, sweet girl by Ghost in the Robot.
Do it?
That would be the song.
Oh, actually? Wow. What's the name of the guy who said that? That's really good.
Doomsday Adams.
Doomsday Adams. That's actually really cool because it's a rock song that's also very romantic.
Yeah, that would kind of be perfect, right?
Yeah. Are we done for now? Or is this for good? Will there be something in time with us? There should. Only girl for me can be no other one. If I didn't have faith, I would come undone.
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful. Okay,
Yeah.
so now sing it Drusilla on one note.
Much promise in your
It's
not,
hard.
not sitting right next to you. I can't slaughter it like that. This is Kira?
Yes.
C-K-I-E-R-A.
So,
K-I-E-R-A.
Thornless Angel said, Juliet, you were great in Edward.
Thank you so much. I'm signing a couple Edward
And-
things today as well. Fantastic.
NRA 1250, love you both.
Aw.
Helena said, great song.
Woohoo.
Christine Stonehouse says, love your singing, James. Susie 13 says, hi from Northern Ireland.
Hi, Susie from Ireland. We were just talking about Ireland a little earlier, my husband and I, and that we miss it and want to go back.
This question's come up quite a lot. What are your favourite episodes?
Oh, man.
That is no signature, just your name and character name.
The first one was really...
School Hard.
Yeah.
That's always on mine because it was so much fun to work together and to inhabit the characters for the first time and really begin the journey. So I think that was definitely one of my
Have you guys done Jacqueline the Queen? I'm sorry everyone, I'm dyslexic so often. So I accidentally signed up for a signature by Juliet but requested a quote from James. Is it too late to adjust that?
I don't know if we've done it.
If we haven't come across you yet,
If we haven't, we can do it. But I think if it was for both of us, we probably did both sign it and do the quote as well because we've been doing that.
but we'll
so
see. I'll keep an eye out for it.
Double-check.
What was it again?
Say the name again, Dev, so we can make sure.
Jacqueline.
Jacqueline. okay.
Jacqueline. We have not done
I don't
Jacqueline
think
yet.
we've done Jacqueline yet. So, Sean and Lainey.
We've got 3 people trying
Okay,
to...
wait. I always bastardize. Does she say Lainey or Lanny?
Lonnie.
Lonnie.
Lonnie got it.
Lonnie, got it. Okay. I always say your name wrong, and I'm like, oh, Lonnie. So excited that you guys are here today. So, Sean
Ted Douglas.
and
Taking my 14 and 11-year-old kids through Buffy and Angel. Just got to Once More With Feeling last night. They are in love with the whole verse, but definitely Team Spike.
Yes. Tell them they've got very good taste in vampires. And I hope, guys, that you can hear Dev calling out the question. Yeah, Steve Jobs is really good. The mic on this is so fabulous.
Yay.
Thank you, Steve Jobs.
Mary
That's
B's
good.
on here, and so is David.
Hi, Mary and David. We love you guys so much. So excited that you're here today. I probably should have let you write Eyeballs Central's my pet. I put it in
No, you
because
can do all the work.
it's
It's fine.
but it's your line. I say, do you love my insides, the parts you can't see?
Well, still in trails, my thing.
So it's two. Sean and Lonnie.
B. Buringsome. I'm sorry again, I'm saying the name wrong. My favourite part of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel were the flashbacks involving Drew and Spike. A period drama about them would have been pure gold.
Oh, that would have been so much fun. Although I remember that one of the last ones we did in Period was the scene where you wanted to, the flashback where you wanted to bring your mother for eternity. I was like, what are you thinking? Why?
Right, that's a very bad idea.
Unromantic.
I would love to do a period drama with the 2 characters in 70s London.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah. No future.
Drusilla's doll. Loving this joint Zoom so much.
Oh, hi Paige. It's great to see
We
you
love you,
here.
Paige.
We love you so much. So excited that you're here today. This is Sylvia. And basically it's just Spike and Drew Forever, which I did. So. Oh,
Okay, that's horrible.
James is getting a call. A long distance call.
Hello? No, I don't want to talk to you right now.
Oh dear, we had sounds like it was a spam call.
It is.
I hate that.
The Devil's Daughter, 1995. Who was your favourite actor or actress to work with besides each other?
Oh my gosh. I mean, it was a great set. But
I think ever. I think they're talking about your whole career.
oh, ever?
Oh my
Oh my
God.
gosh, that's hard to say too. I've been fortunate. I mean, it's hard, present company, and James and I worked so well together. I loved working with Johnny Depp. I loved working with Gary Oldman, Ron Perlman, Robert Patrick. I don't know, it's hard to pick. Yeah, I just worked with so many amazing actors.
Yeah, good Lord. I think Kathy Bates for me.
Kathy Bates.
Yeah,
Wait,
she was.
I did a heart. Great.
She.
Sylvia. Was she just amazing?
She was amazing, and like she told me that she was horrible at auditioning, like me, and I was like, okay, if Kathy is
You're not. I
good-
saw your audition.
Yeah, well, occasionally it's okay, which is why I work it all. But no, I'm not. That's not my strength, actually.
It's funny, my manager was talking about a couple of her very well-known clients. I won't say them because it's probably not my place to do that, but she was saying, a few of them saying like they really, really, really dislike auditioning. Like they don't. It is a different skill set in terms of, although I actually really enjoy self-tapes because you can play around with
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, it's much better. I agree. But it's like acting for film is about not planning anything, and you hope for a good actor like yourself who will surprise you, and so you can like react in ways that I'm not even aware that I'm doing, which is the best stuff anyway. But an audition is just not that at all.
I once had an audition years ago. Francis Ford Coppola was going to make On the Road, which he much later produced a version of it. But it was at the time, and I was down to the final. Like there were a couple of us for this role, one role, and I remember that the whatever fifth callback it was, whatever. I went into this church, in that they were holding auditions in a church space, and Francis himself was taping the audition, and he was having me read it directly to him. He was holding a camera, and I was basically acting off of Francis Ford Coppola. And the thing that was so surreal is it was this whole scene and monologue where I was telling my husband, you have never amounted to anything. And I'm looking at Francis Ford Coppola, one of the premier, like most successful, incredibly talented, brilliant filmmakers, saying, what have you done with your life? And I was like, could it be any more surreal than this? This is so odd.
The unsigned picture was from Stephen.
Oh, hi Stephen. So the one that we ended up at, thank you so much for being here.
Did we answer your question?
Hopefully we did about meeting the first time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
If both of you could sign Drusilla and Spike below your signatures, it would mean a lot to my boyfriend Ryan. We're huge fans. So this is for Ryan. It's a nice gift on Valentine's Day.
Someone's saying thank you both for cheering me on. Love, Natalie.
Aw.
Mira is saying greetings from Belgium.
Hello, Mira.
Hello, Mira from Belgium. Wow. This is to Ryan. And just your
Wow, this is really nice. Miriam Meridian. Speaking of self-tapes, I did one today. James, you sent me a cameo and made me feel more secure about auditions.
Yay.
Oh, good.
That's fabulous.
Oh, that makes me really happy, man. Auditions suck. Just kidding.
Please rate 714 times infinity. 714.
Joker 89 cosplay. James, I'm Jared. I'll be at the 90s con.
You what now?
Jared, Joker cosplay 98. James, it's Jared. I'll be at the 90s con.
Oh, right on, Jared. I look forward to seeing you. Hell yeah.
Wow. And Anna Kabab. Hello from Poland. I am a huge Buffy fan. Your chemistry on screen is the best I've ever seen. Love you guys.
That's what they want to sign, so it's just your
714.
signature.
And times infinity.
Yeah, so I added that already.
Oh, you already did.
So we
Okay.
just need the name and your signature, or just your signature and character name, whatever way works for you.
Johnny from Scotland is saying, James, could you say eyeballs to entrails in the Spy Fight?
No, I don't do it anymore. I don't do that voice. I've moved on with my life, mate. You know, just kidding. Eyeballs to entrails, my sweet. Is it my sweet or my pet?
I don't know.
I don't- we have to look it up.
Birth today.
I think it's my sweet.
I think it's my sweet too.
Yeah. I think Lonnie Kai got it wrong.
Vicky,
But don't call anyone out about it.
I'm
Sorry, Lonnie.
But
You were wrong.
But you did call me my pet quite a bit.
I did. Because it's true.
And your dark, whatever.
Vicky, I'm so happy to see you two together. you're such good chemistry. Could you come to Paris in October?
Oh, that would be so great.
Yes,
Oh
I
my
actually am.
God.
I'm on the thing to come there in October, so hopefully James will be coming.
Yeah, oh yeah, I think we're both there.
Okay, so
Cloudy Moon, art and cats. Do you keep any objects from the show, if any?
Any what?
objects.
Oh. Did you take anything?
I have a box with all of my scripts, with my notes and my scripts, and so so now some of the VIPs are coming in that we had not done, so that's at least they're coming in. And so I have that. I also have a set of my vampire teeth.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Todd gave them to me to work with and rehearse with, so I would be not lispy. And then he said, "Oh yeah, just keep them. They're obviously not going to fit anyone else."
Yeah.
And so I have teeth, and then I have the 100th episode wooden stake we were given as a gift.
Yeah.
I have that,
You're just like me. You didn't take
and
anything.
that's it. Yeah.
That's so.
Oh, one pair of earrings that Cynthia Bergstrom gave me, and a bra. But I'm not sharing that with anyone. But she gave it to me, so.
Nice. Like I when I was producing theater, I hated actors stealing my stuff.
Yeah.
Because oftentimes it wasn't mine anyway. It had been loaned out from some other theater or something, and I would have to pay for that now. And I just so I didn't take anything. I took my shirt back. The T-shirt that I auditioned in was so ratty. It was like it had been washed 1,000,000 times.
Oh my god.
And so it had this kind of punk rock, and it kind of fell in a certain way. And they asked me, can we use that T-shirt because we've been looking all over LA, we can't find one that crappy, you know. And I was like, sure. And then they couldn't double it, right? So whereas it had been used as a dish rag for years,
Right.
suddenly it's like the Shroud of Turin. It's like, you're wearing the T-shirt, so be careful at lunch, James. And
That's funny.
so I took that back, and that's all I took.
Right, and it's yours
Yeah, it's mine.
to start with.
Forever Gypsy Girl, happy Valentine's Day from Kim in Virginia. Thank you so much for doing cameos in my son Will last year.
Oh, right on.
Jean says James is going to be in Paris in April. Juliet will be at Slave Vampires in October. Please join James and Juliet in Paris in October.
Oh, thank you, Jean. Thank
Yeah.
you for keeping track of both of our schedules. Thank you so much. That's amazing.
The Devil's Daughter. I'm naming my next dog Spike. Should it be a Labrador or a Husky?
A husky. Yeah. Then I'm decisive.
Now we want to
Nothing
see
else.
pictures
Yeah.
of the puppy when you get it. Oh, I don't think I put. No, sorry. That is for that one. Just a signature.
Paige says,
No,
I remember
that's-
meeting
yeah,
James at
Labrador.
Wales
Yeah.
Comic Con in 2021 and on Cameo. I was so nervous, but he made me feel so much better during the photo.
Oh, good.
Robert and Manny.
You got
I can't even read my own writing. I'm trying to figure out, decipher what I wrote.
Lauren's asking, what's your favourite movies of all time?
Oh my gosh. It's hard to pick because there's so many movies. Is it Lauren who asked that?
Yeah.
What's Lauren's favorite movie? I'm always-
What's yours, Lauren?
let's see.
I love Apocalypse Now.
I love Apocalypse Now too.
That was such a ballsy picture.
I also love
Just so brave.
Godfather 1 and 2.
Yep.
I love On the Waterfront.
Ed Wood was pretty good.
I think it was a pretty cool movie.
Okay.
I mean, there's so many movies. The French Connection is an amazing movie. What's Dog Day Afternoon?
Right? We're really going back to
70s.
70s.
I
It's
love
so
70s
yeah,
movies.
right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think you're both amazing people and actors. I love Spike and Drew. I love Spike's love isn't brains, it's blood speech. I love all Drew's quotes. Aw. So does that mean we just sign or should we put it?
I'm gonna put love isn't brains, it's blood.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put,
What's your favourite parts of Valentine's Day?
this.
Yeah.
This is really fun. Way to spend Valentine's Day. with
I'm
all
going
of
through
you
a
guys.
divorce, so none of it.
Aw. My hubby is the best ever,
That's right.
so
Exactly.
I'm sorry
Hold
that
on,
you're
you
having
gotta
that.
Someone just said, did you say Ed Wood? Yes, they did.
Yes, we did.
Jessica said hello from France.
Jessica from France, hi. Great to see you. To come. It's it's always funny because you're talking and signing, you're like, wait, where was I? I want to make sure I'm not.
Well, this question was kind of answered in the chat. Who would win in a fight, Angel or Spike?
So, what was the question, Dad?
Who would win in a fight, Angel or Spike?
In a fight?
Well, we already settled that.
They
We
did
fought
it.
on his show and
They
I
did
kicked
it.
his ass.
Yeah,
so
they did it
it's
on-
definitely me.
They did it.
Jean is saying perfect way to spend Valentine's Day.
I've got a lower centre of gravity, which is great for kung fu. So I kicked his ass. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Tony Hay says hello from Germany.
Hello, Tony from Germany. It's great that you're here. Super excited.
Grant Australia, is this going to be live and be posted later? Yes, I believe it is. I think we are going to hit a button and we'll put it up.
Happy Valentine's
And
Day.
as long as Dev helps me with those buttons, we'll be doing it on my feed too.
Oh wow. Okay, so in this, yes, if we can do it correctly. it
Billy
should be-
Poulter says, "Hey James, can you say hello to my girlfriend Isabel?"
Isabel, hello.
Oh.
Happy Valentine's Day.
And
I have.
Illuminate Barber says they love your bangs.
Oh, thank you. I'm assuming that's me. Since you don't have any. Happy Valentine's Day from Drew and Spike. So I'll write that. Could James and Julia also say hello to my friends Deb in Australia? Hi, Deb in Australia,
Hey,
and
Deb.
Muriel in France.
Muriel.
And Muriel in France
Good
as well.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Aw.
Oh, this is an interesting. Is there an actor's version of writer's block, and how do you shake out of it?
Well, it's tech. I always feel like you use technique when you need it, and you don't need to when you're in the flow and everything's like. For me, everything's about preparation, and then when you're super prepared, you can kind of go anywhere, like we were talking about earlier, and you pull in your technique when you really need it, and then.
It's so all about preparation though,
Yeah.
because I mean, once you're in front of a camera, you got what you got. You know, you bring to that moment what you've brought to the moment. You can't get around that. So the more you prepare, the more you're bringing to the camera.
Mhm.
I think. Yeah, and really, like, if the script is good, it's doing so much work for you. I always draw inspiration, hopefully, from a good script. But you know, if it's a little clunky, and you know that they massage something so they can tell the story, and it doesn't quite make sense, I just say it real fast. Just get past that. Like, just try to, don't look at this audience. Like, we're already done with that part. We're just gonna go on to something that's gonna work.
Do you always find that for me, I find when it's really well written, it goes in very easily, like a dialogue, you just learn it, and when it's not written that well, it's much more difficult to actually learn because you're kind of stumbling on what you want it to be.
So true. Yeah, that's when I read a script, I'm looking for a good script. Like, what kind of movies do you want to do? Oh, I want to do good scripts. It's just easier.
It's true.
JJ said, had an awful day. Can you guys say hi to JJ from
Hi,
Milton Keynes?
Hi,
Hey,
JJ. and Milton
JJ.
Keynes,
Sorry about your day. Hopefully it's a little bit better today.
Yeah.
Or right now.
Someone's actually writing, it's actually really true. This chat is really hard to keep up with. There's so many people posting.
Oh my gosh. Emma in Brussels, we're signing now. So basically, I did the quote already.
Okay.
Hello from Drew and Spike.
That's why I love you. You're doing everything. That's great.
What's
In a
your favourite-
platonic way, Deb. In a platonic way.
Yeah. What's your favourite candy of all time?
Oh, me, it's chocolate.
Man.
I'm chocolate. Although I'm not. I was suffering from vertigo for the first time ever, and has not been pleasant at all. And so they put me on a migraine diet, which basically is no chocolate, nothing. All the good stuff is gone. Oh, it looks like maybe your phone ended, your live video ended. So maybe you have to
How does that happen?
I don't know. So
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, we're
You may have
still-
overheated.
let's see.
Let me just feel it. Sometimes they overheat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little hot. Give it. You should be able to go back on.
How about if we stop? Let me stop that for a while. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah, and maybe just so everyone watching on James's feed, I'm just going to type in go over to Juliet's, and then we'll
We'll come back.
reboot.
We'll relaunch.
Yeah, that's what happens to mine all the time. That's why we.
And this James, Beat. I'm not sure if I'm spelling that right.
Ah.
It's BEATE, and wants you to write. Me and Drew were moving
Can
in.
you help me with this? Rob?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're gonna try to get James's back up and running as soon as possible. For some reason, It had had enough for a moment, but I keep actually.
Are you on Instagram?
Yeah.
Your Instagram is much more powerful than mine. Mine is just
I don't
it's
know.
weak.
Maybe just today, for whatever reason, technical, probably mine will go in a minute or something. It's so weird because you had your camera flipped this way, so I keep looking at your camera and being, oh yeah, I'm on here too. Sorry, forgetting to talk to these people because I can see that one.
Wow.
So basically, this is for. It says me and Drew were moving in.
This is
B-A-T-E.
B-A-T.
B-E-A, like beat,
Like
but
beat.
with an E on the end. So
Okay.
I don't know if it's beat, I don't know how you pronounce it. It's pretty. And it says me and Drew were moving in.
Okay.
There's so many lights coming out, I actually haven't difficulty.
So many likes, it's difficult. That's a good problem, right? To have too many likes, if there's such a thing. Oh, this is to the Smith family.
You're live now.
Yay, James is back up.
Hi!
Hi. back up and running, which is great.
Bro.
Yay.
Thanks, Deb.
Deb, it's a little
Without you, this whole thing
it's a
would
little
have
bit
crashed.
weird framing now though, because it looks a little like
Oh, it looks like a Batman villain
Yeah.
shot.
like there's so much
Is that better?
headroom.
That's great.
I guess
That's
that's fine, it'll work. But yeah, we were on a
Is that better?
yeah,
That's
it'll
perfect.
be fine.
Thank you, thank you.
It'll work. 7-6. Okay. So we did that one. 7-7. Okay. 7-7. Wow. Not even through the VIPs. Okay. This is a pretty name, Kaylia. Ooh, I love it. Kaylia and Sharon. Two pretty names. Juliet. Yes, I need to remind myself of my own name.
Jermaine says hello from Sydney. We're back up on James's.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank God.
So
So-
this is Kaylia and Sharon. It's K-A-I-L-E-A.
K-A.
I-L-E-A. And
Katie Brosen says hi
Sharon spelled
from
unusually
Glasgow.
S-H-A-R-Y-N. Y-N, so it's weird. Yeah.
Yep.
Not weird, bad, weird, different.
Weird in a
In a
beautiful, weird
wonderful
way.
way.
In the way. Weird.
Just so that we're
I
not
understand.
spelling it like Sharon, which in the S-H-A-R-O-N.
Pink Sally says you're both literal icons.
Aw.
Um,
Thank you.
Emma
You are very good for my ego.
Scarlett Jones just says I was Drew for Halloween one year, my favourite costume.
Oh my God, that brings up a great story.
I want to see it.
So
Pics.
for a long time, I couldn't take my daughter out on Halloween because I kept. This is when I had blonde hair during Buffy, and I kept telling her like, if I take you out, it's not going to be about Halloween anymore. And she didn't get that at all. She
But come on.
really, yeah, seriously. And then one day when I was doing Angel, I happened to be in Vamp Face that day shooting on Halloween.
Oh, that's perfect.
So I was like, oh my God, can I keep the makeup on and can I have the coat? And they're like, sure, just bring it back. And so I took her out in full Vamp Face, and it was the first time that I got to walk around for hours.
That is
Because
awesome.
during that time, I couldn't go anywhere. Like you just draw a crowd wherever you go.
Right.
So I was just like walked around my neighborhood, and all I ever heard was, "Great Spike."
That's like Johnny Depp apparently snuck into Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con, as Captain Jack Sparrow.
Oh my God.
And people kept saying, "Oh, that's a really good one," and it's how he got on in and out on stage. So that sounds like it was fun.
Wow.
That you were getting to go in Vamp Face.
Yeah, like don't pull a Michael Jackson and like dress up as an old man or a woman or something like this. Go as just you, all the way out there.
What's the weirdest? Have you ever like kept hair and makeup from a shoot on and like just driven home or come home with it? I've had like some really weird ones. Have you had anything that's really weird?
This one time I forgot that it was right after I had murdered people, and so like I mean not in real life. So and when we would have these scenes, Todd McIntosh, the award-winning makeup artist on Buffy, he would love because he's like, okay, I'm gonna give you an arterial splatter now, because when you bite someone's neck, it's directly from the heart and it spews out. So it's got to be a specific kind of blood. So he would just dip his fingers in a bowl of blood and just goes flap, flap, and would just get all over my face. And I forgot that he had done that. It was late at night, and I drove home, and the Santa Monica Police Department wanted to talk about that.
Oh
And
my gosh.
They came out with guns, you know, and I'm just like, what? And like, what, sir? And I realized, I'm like, it's just fake blood.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Deb, can you give me another one of these? I plugged my own Drusilla dialogue line because I was enraptured by that story. That's funny. That was great. Okay. I'll tell you when as soon as I sign this. I just want to make sure this one is for me to say. Drew the Slayer. The Slayer. Dot dot dot. Kill her. Spike. Kill her for.
Today's life. Juliet was one of the first celebrities that I met when I moved to LA. It was some show at Largo. And she was the nicest actor I've ever met. She spent at least 10 minutes talking to me.
Oh, I love that. So nice to see you here again.
Not surprised.
Remix, hi James, you were at the Wolfpack premiere with Sarah Michelle Gellar. Any chance you will be in an episode of Wolfpack?
That is not up to me.
That would be great.
But I would love to. The episode that we saw for the premiere, the pilot, was absolutely phenomenal. And really, you can, when they blow it up on a big screen, you can tell how good the lighting is. It held up perfectly. It was really, really well done. So yeah, I'd love to be on it. We'll see if they call.
Kristen Stonehouse, you guys have not aged. Think you're seriously vampires.
I
Aw,
moist your eyes.
thank you so much. Okay, wait, I need to tell you. So my story, I was shooting a horror movie, and I was actually wearing a head-to-toe clown suit in this one sequence, and I was covered in blood, and I was like, oh, I can't be bothered, I'm just gonna drive. It was something like 5 in the morning, and I said, oh, it's okay. And I drove home, and I got the weirdest looks, like people in cars kind of doing double takes, like, what is that, what is that?
Bloody.
And then the same shoot, I came home, I always like, when you come home, it was another night, and I was again covered with blood, and I remember being like, okay, all I want to do is take a shower and get clean before, but I was so tired. We'd been shooting, and this was actually on location, so it was a long drive back to the house and whatever. So by the time I got home, it was like, oh, whatever. I said, I'm just for this one. I'll change the bed tomorrow. I'm just gonna go to bed even though I'm covered. So I went to sleep, and when I woke up in the morning, it was like the scene in Godfather with the horse's head, because I saw all the blood on the pillow, and I was like, oh my God, what's happened? And then I realized, oh yeah, it's just fake movie blood.
It's such a weird profession. Oh my God. Okay, you keep going. I'll sign this and then.
And then I do too. Some fluffy, encouraging quote for an actress.
You got it.
Big legs, talented one. And
Do you have a favourite genre to act in?
for me, if it's character driven, like whatever genre it is, as long if the character is well defined and interesting and multidimensional, then I like it. I'm interested in all different genres.
That's the thing about being a good actor, is you can do different genres. So yeah, I don't have a favorite. I like them all. I want to do them all. I actually did a slasher picture.
Oh wow!
I never thought I'd do one. It just came out. It's what's called Bruptio, and it was all done with puppets. And I thought that that's the kind of slasher movie that I can get behind, you know. Like, but it was still horrifying. Like, I'm not a slasher movie guy. Like, I don't like to see people cut each other up. But I wanted to do it all. I wanted to try everything, and so I thought, well, with puppets, it will be a little easier to take. And then I watched it recently.
And it was terrifying.
Oh my God, it was horrifying. Okay, do you want to go to the restroom first?
Yes.
Okay.
I will let you.
You got it.
sign out.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? We have two.
Oh,
So-
okay.
But you know what? You stay here so that it'll be more interesting while
Yeah,
I'm
you
gone.
guys stare at me for a while.
Excuse skip to the loo, and we'll be right back.
Adrian 793. Oh, I'll get come back to that one.
Sorry.
What's your favorite, James? What's your favourite episode of Angel that you were in?
The one where I kicked his ass. That was fabulous. The puppet episode also, I thought was just incredibly brave. Just so many things, like before I was a regular on that show, I remember just taking the piss out of him. I was up on a roof saying, oh, Nancy Boyhead, Joe. And that was in their first season. And I just remember thinking, God, they are confident to just take the piss out of the main character in your first season. Most shows would not be brave enough to do that. And the fact they gave that dialogue to me was just incredible. I won't lie, I was jealous of David, so being able to actually win in a fight on his own show was pretty good. Yeah, the puppet episode, Smile Time, was written by the guy who created The Tick, which, if anyone has not seen it, is an amazing cartoon, the original. A cartoon, actually the live action is fabulous too, but the cartoon is about mediocre superheroes, and it's hilarious. And I was looking forward to that all year. This Ben's script, who did The Tick, and it came out, and I was only in one scene, and I was like, God, Ben, I could be funny. He's like, dude, I designed this for you to steal the show. So just don't worry about it. Your one scene's gonna land really well. So just relax.
Is it a great scene?
Oh, it's fabulous.
Good.
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right, I'm going to pull up the next order, which is to Abby. And this is my name, Abby. A-B-B-R.
Julia, can you...
Take that. James slammed the door. My goodness. Hopefully he didn't mean it. What were you going to say, Deb?
I'm looking at one. There was one here that I thought was a no.
Okay.
I love the little videos Juliet does in costume on social media. So much fun. Can you talk about that a little bit,
Oh
Juliet?
my gosh, thank you so much. My feature film directorial debut has been, I won't say the number yet because we're going to announce it later, but sweeping every festival that we have played, winning the top awards. And so I've been doing different videos for each award win, and all different characters for depending on where the festival is based and that kind of thing, and it's been super, super fun. So they're all on my Twitter. Some of them also are on the Instagram feed that you're on now. I think the most recent one that we posted was a tribute to Bride of Frankenstein. That one was really fun. I've been doing all the makeup and having fun. Deb and I have a blast doing them, so thank you. I'm so glad that you're enjoying them. It's been so much fun seeing the responses, and I've just been having too much fun making them, and our festival run's just been incredible. Just the discussions that we've been having with the audience. We have a lot of our, what we call A Place Among the Dead is the name of the movie, and we have a lot of our Place Among the Dead heads here today. They've named themselves that, like the Grateful Dead, that come to every single screening event and fly into festivals, and the conversations have just been super powerful.
So don't worry, I sat down.
Oh.
Yeah. Just word to the wise guys, any guys out there, if you're ever over at a woman's house and you have to go pee, sit down. Just sit down.
No
It's a polite thing to do. It's just polite. It's also kind of relaxing.
Mistress
Azzy.
Azzy says hello, darlings.
Hi, Azzy.
Sending love to you all.
Yay.
Hey, Ozzy.
Robin, favorite Spike quote to Drew. Also wanted to thank you for the last autograph from December 7th. You're a beautiful human. Okay.
Fari says A Place Among the Dead deserves all the awards.
Thank you so much, Fari. One of our Place Among the Deadheads. Yay, yay. We love you so, so much.
Can you say awards?
We have
Ooh, hold the phone. Hold the phone.
We're not even saying how many because they keep coming in, but we've been sweeping every single festival. Like, it's been amazing.
Yes.
It's been amazing.
Hell yes.
Like, it's been incredible. So yeah, I've been posting all these award announcements in different characters, and they've been really fun interacting with
Wow.
It
So
would
he's like-
suck to have made a movie this year that wasn't yours. Like, why do we have to release ours when this really great documentary came out?
Go ahead.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm just
no,
kidding.
we actually, we just are finishing our festival run, and will be coming out this year for the
Oh, gotcha.
fall thing, yeah.
Dory Gill says, this is my first autograph ever. I've been a huge Buffy fan. That's good.
Oh,
man.
yay,
Oh.
welcome. Welcome to the dark side.
Yeah.
So excited that you got this one. That's fabulous. Oh, and you're supposed to do a favorite quote
Oh,
from Spike to Drew.
you got it.
Lindsay 93, do you ever watch episodes of Buffy?
I don't. I mean, when we were shooting, we James and I would go after we finished an episode, and we would watch what they call dailies, which is the footage that you've shot, and we wait for the end of each episode to then see if we want to adjust and do stuff for the next episode. And so we'd watch all of the takes and the footage there, and then we also had viewing parties, often here at my house,
Yeah.
same house, and we'd come here and eat food and with all the cast and a lot of the crew and some of the composers, and a bunch of people would come over, writers, and we'd hang out and watch the episodes when they aired.
That's awesome.
And so that was really fun, but I don't spend a lot of time watching past, like, at the time once, and kind of then that's that. You know, pretty
Yeah.
much.
I'm the same way. You want to know how it went. You want to know if you were able to, because you read the script, especially with Buffy, they're so good, and Angel, so good, and you want to know if you lived up to the script. Did it work? You know, and it always kind of did. It's all kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I found really cool too sometimes is I remember I try things like I remember I came up with the Drusilla monosyllable, like the kind of cry she do, and I remember I did it in an episode, and when we went to the dailies, I was like, oh, I think that's gonna work. And then when I saw the episode cut together, it was out, so I thought, okay, well maybe Joss and the team didn't like it. And then the next episode we were at a table read, because the second season we'd get the scripts in enough time for advance that we'd have table reads and James and I could rehearse, and then the schedule got tighter and tighter as it went along. But I remember had just gotten the scripts, they'd just been handed out for the next episode, and I was sitting at the table and I was sitting next to you, and it said, Drusilla makes that sound she makes when she might cry. And I was like, oh my God, there it is, yay! So it wasn't that it wasn't liked, it's just that you wanted it for a specific episode. So that would be really fun when you come up with stuff and then see it and later, materialize in other places. So this wants a quote, no name, but me and Drew will get it. Sure.
Are there any scenes as Drusilla and Spike that didn't make the final cut?
No, I don't think so. I think everything, and the other thing that was funny, I remember when we had that celebration of the 100th episode, we went to a party, and because James and I rehearsed, we would come in pretty prepared, and they ended up liking a lot of what's called blocking, which is where you're moving in a scene, because we came up with it organically, and often it would work, so they'd end up shooting it as we had blocked it, with maybe some minor adjustments for camera. And so they put this whole blooper reel together, and everyone, like, we weren't in the blooper reel, and we were like, hey, we don't get to be in the blooper reel, because we actually had pretty much kind of gotten our pretty much
Just no bloopers. Just we go in there. We're ready. Let's do it. Yeah. Yeah.
And I remember being like, oh, maybe we should have screwed up a little so we could be in this whole thing that everyone was having fun being in the blooper reel.
I don't see, I find that the fun of acting is doing it, is trying to solve the little puzzles that come your way of you've rehearsed, you have what you want to do, and then you come to set, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff going on, because filming is actually not really conducive to acting at all, and so you're having to jump over all these hurdles to get to what you want to do, and that is actually really fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's a challenge, building each shot to see if you can get the effect that you want. Building a film piece by piece like that.
It is.
So I don't like the whole let's prank each other and stuff like that.
No,
Let's just try
let's
to
do it.
Do the acting.
Well, that would always be the funny thing. I wanted to double check how you spell leeches.
Only on Buffy.
Yeah.
That's what, yeah, spell check.
Is it leeches? ES, right? Leeches.
C-H-E-S.
CHES, I think, right? All right. So this one is a quote that we're supposed to do not an actual quote from the episode, but something like our characters.
Okay.
Something creative and cool in character. This is for Kayla, who's almost 17 and loves us. Hi, Kayla, who's almost 17. That's amazing.
What did you write?
I wrote, "The secret to life is love, communication, and leeches." Because that seemed like a Drew kind of sentence. A little bit scary. I need a better silver pen now. But I agree with you, and it would be funny because that would be, James and I would always be rehearsing in the makeup trailer up until we were shooting. We'd be working and running lines and working out the behavior of the scene, and always like right up and in between takes, and then discussing between takes, saying like, "Oh, what did you think? That one, yeah, I felt good up there, you know, or I didn't, or why don't we try this instead?" And I remember the first interview we did with TV Guide, where it was David, you, and myself, and we were talking to the reporter, and it was funny because she said, she asked something about how we were on set, and David said, "Well, this is Juliet. Do you want to rehearse? Do you want to run lines? Do you want to rehearse? Do you want to run lines? Do you want to rehearse? Do you want to run lines? Do you want to rehearse? Do you want to run lines?" And he did it for like 5 minutes straight. I was like, "Yes, that's me."
That's it. Yeah. Like, when they roll, you got what you got.
Yeah.
I was listening to this interview. What's this actor? Did Midnight Run with Robert De Niro?
Oh.
Died recently.
Charles Grodin.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Interview with Charles Grodin, talking about working with Robert De Niro, and they both worked the same way, which is they ran lines constantly. They did nothing else in between takes. Not trying to do the acting, just getting the words so that they would fall out of their mouth and they wouldn't have to think about it. And they agreed that that was the only way to really do their best work. And I was just like, I was driving the car, I was like, "Hell yeah, Charles Grodin, that's exactly what I do too."
Yeah. That's what Gary Oldman always says. He says it's not how well you know it, it's how long you know it. Like you have to just keep going over and over and over it. I mean, I don't know if you always did this, but whenever I was doing theater, if we weren't doing 8 shows a week where you're sort of back-to-back shows, but if you're doing like maybe 4 shows a week or something, we'd always get together the night before the cast and do a speed line through.
Right.
And it tightens everything, and then you're like, oh, and when you're doing the line through, you sort of imagine all the blocking and the choices that you've put into play and all that stuff, and then it doesn't feel cold when you come back to it.
Exactly, because if you don't do that, the first one
It's
is
like,
not your
oh,
best
yeah,
performance.
right.
It's like we're just reminding ourselves what we're supposed to be doing.
doing.
Yeah, exactly. People paid money for it, so
Yeah.
it's the first.
Lacey, I just wanted to say thank you for bringing such memorable energy to Spike and Drew. Can you write, "I'm naming all the stars with spikes. You can't see the stars. Love, that's the ceiling." Also, it's day. Best wishes. Okay, so I'm leave room because you have more to write. So let me just say it to Lacey. And so I'm naming all the stars.
David Dagnall
Hi,
is
David.
saying, "This is so cool."
That's so cool. And then you.
Rebecca Wall is saying, "I'm sure James is 38 and Juliet is 35 because you're so useful."
Aw, we'll take it. You can't see the stars, love, that's the ceiling, also is day. Oh, and best wishes
To
Lacey.
Okay, give me a second.
Yeah, of course. You got a long quote.
It's like such you can't see the stars.
You can't see the stars, comma, love. And then period, and then that's the ceiling. So it's day.
Okay.
Anya is asking if you guys can say Happy Valentine's Day.
To who?
Anya.
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 Hi, Anya. Happy Valentine's Day.
Ooh.
Jinx. Aw. All right, Anna Maria.
This quote brings up a great little point, which was that I was told that I was a soulless vampire who didn't care about anyone, and that vampires were just metaphors for the challenges that you get over in adolescence, and they are designed to be beaten. And they said that to me, and I was like, "You got it." And they turned their back, and I was like, "F that! If I play it that way, they're going to kill me off after 3 episodes. I
Yeah.
got to find the love." And I was like, "Obviously, the love is going to be for Drusilla." And in the scripts, I was often kind of a jerk to you, and I would undercut that mercilessly. And this line, especially, "You can't see the stars, but that's the ceiling. Also, it's day." I mean, you could be
Play
really
that
rude
nasty,
with that. Yeah, when I
instead
read
of
it,
sweet.
when I read it, I was like, "Ooh, how am I going to turn this one on its head? Like, how am I going to make that loving?" And I was like, "Oh, wait a minute. You can see the stars anywhere. That's what I love about you." And I remember shooting it like just looking
Yeah,
at it like, "Oh
totally
my God,
infatuated.
you're the best." Yeah.
You know, it's funny, I wasn't told that in terms of not having the love at all, but when they started writing stuff where, even with like the Chaos Demon and different stuff, with that, I had planned it, undercut it with the idea that you already then were thinking about Buffy, and that I was hurt, and that's why I was, and so,
Exactly.
and figuring out all that stuff, because, you can't have been with someone for 200 years and it not be a passionate, I mean, that's a long time, right?
Exactly.
Do
Exactly.
you think we do this to Lou Diamond or Lou? 'Cause it's
Lou
Lou
Diamond?
Diamond. I don't know if it's Lou Diamond. This is Anna Maria.
The Queen Bee's asking,
and
how do I
the
get an
dash.
autograph?
Oh, so you go to Streamily, Streamily, Streamily.com/Juliet Landau, or Streamily.com/James Marsters. And the photos are in there. The duos are in both of our shops, the same one. And then you go on those pages, and then you just come back here. You place the order. We'll get it on our laptop here, and then we'll sign it for you live.
Jay Turner, I bought a VIP signed live photo and forgot to ask a question. Can you ask them if they could talk about their younger self with acting career advice? What acting career advice would you give them? This is
Well, let's just do it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go.
This is what I know. Everybody, every human being, I believe, is beautiful enough and interesting enough to be stared at. Every single one of us. One of the fun things to do on a day is to go people watch. Because people are weird and interesting and multi-layered, and we're all fascinating weird. But when you're people watching, you know that you're watching people who are aware that they might be being watched. And so they are editing themselves. What's much more fun is to be a peeping Tom. Unfortunately, that'll land you in jail, so don't do that. What we actors give is the ability for the audience to be a peeping Tom and not go to jail. And we try to be as intimate and as honest as if we weren't being stared at, as if we were just private at home, and watch, and you get to see all the weird, strange stuff that a human being is. And when that level of honesty is given, every human being is revealed to be interesting and beautiful. And so I have to remind myself that the audience is not expecting to watch me and see someone that's more interesting than they are. They just want the right to stare. And the best thing I can do, it's a big gift because it's kind of scary to be stared at. But the best thing I can do when I'm allowing people to do that is to be honest and to give them something real to stare at. And the worst thing I can do is lie. And so I have to remind myself every time I get in front of an audience or a camera that I'm good enough. If I just am brave enough to be real.
That's great. I'm following on that. I'd say advice-wise to, get as good as you can at your craft, so that when you have opportunity, you can really run with it. And I much like James, I think in terms of the work process itself, it's all about getting to the truth of anything. And I remember one of the first exercises my great late teacher and mentor Susan Peretz had us do was an exercise she called Waking Up in the Morning. And in theory, she said, I want you guys, because actors, we feel this often, people need to I have to do something, I have to do more, I have to be entertaining, I have to and not just to live. And what it was is people would literally create their living space, and take as long as it took from going to sleep, what they do in the morning, waking up and making breakfast and whatever that ritual is. And the thing that you discovered is even if it went on for an hour and a half, when people were truthful, it was fascinating. You'd be like, oh my God, I never saw anyone eat quite that way or read the paper that way and it was such an incredible lesson because you feel this need like, oh, it's going to be boring. I need to do something more than this. And what you actually saw, to your point, was that the more sort of genuine and private people were, the more fascinating it was, and that you could have watched it forever. And you wouldn't think that you could watch someone just waking up in the morning. But if they were sort of just being general and not being honest with it, then it wasn't interesting.
Yeah.
So,
If you could be a fly on the wall, it would always be interesting to watch people. Yeah. Yeah.
do you think I should make this to Lou or Lou Diamond?
I think Diamond is such a great name.
I do too. I will put it there.
Kaylee 3415 said, can you wish me a late happy 15th birthday?
Oh,
Oh.
happy 15th
What's the name again?
birthday, Katie.
Kaylee,
Kaylee, happy birthday.
But for also starting out, yeah, just in terms of do as much work as you can, do as much theater as you can, do as many classes as you can, create your own content if you can. It's now easy to do that. When we were starting, it was a different thing. It was film, and that was you can make stuff on your own phone and be creative and not wait for other people to allow you to be creative. And so I think that would be the first bit of advice I would say.
Dead's Led FX, can you draw something on my autograph? Name is Briel, Briel. Do you know if you've done that one yet?
I don't think we've gotten to it, but hopefully maybe remind us when we're there because it's hard to keep track of everything. So we'll try. It's hard.
We
to-
will try, Brill, but we are not going to promise.
If you could put it in the instructions, we'll 100% get it. It's just that it's a lot to keep track of and remember how many things there are. So.
Or we could just say, no. No, we'll try. But
I'm remembering about Joan already, and I'll try to remember about Brill.
And there's one here for you, Nikki. It's Nikki. She's saying, can you add a quote to your Spike one, James? I'll write it down just so we have a mention of Nikki.
Yeah.
Is it a single or a duo?
That's
Nikki?
a single for James, it sounds like. But
again,
it's not in the
yeah.
notes just because
Again,
We
we'll
have
try,
something to
Nikki,
try.
but I cannot promise.
Daniel Scott Kennedy, can you wish Romy a happy Valentine's Day? She will have an operation on her leg on Thursday.
You know what? Dev, do you mind making a list
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
of this? That
so
might help.
Brill with a drawing.
Brill, and
Joan didn't want
then Nikki's a single Brill
be your
drawing.
best self. She wanted something different than be your best self, or what something similar to that. And then the third one I don't know is for James. And then who is having the leg surgery that we want to wish?
Oh, that
Hope everything
was.
goes well on Thursday. We'll send healing energy and love your way for swift recovery.
I think it's. Let me find that. It's. Do either of you have tattoos?
I do not, but my character in A Place Among the Dead actually had 2 tattoos, and the funny thing about it is I obsessed about what it should be and ended up designing it with an artist, and then we got it from the Christian Tinsley, makeup artist, made them. But it was funny, there was a certain point where I remember saying to you, Dev, talking about what it should be, and you said, you know, it's not a real tattoo, like, because I was so obsessed with, and I thought, oh my God, if I'm this sort of thinking about what it should be for my, I can't imagine how much care I would be taking if I had this on me forever. But I love tattoos, but I don't have any. What about you?
I have none.
Me neither.
0 tattoos. I have scars. That's all I
Scars.
got.
Oh.
I got plenty of those, but I don't have any tattoos. Because when you get a tattoo,
As an actor, you have to cover them up.
exactly, and when you're working 12 hours a day, and then covering up a tattoo means you come in an extra hour early
Yeah.
when you could be sleeping,
sleeping is very important when you're supposed to look really good. So, like trying to look amazing while you're working 12 hours, and then you go home. By the time you get in bed and everything, it's lucky if you get 5 to 6 hours. So, no tattoos. Thank you very much. No way. Okay, what's
You're doing a favorite line and to Angela.
Oh wow, this is not Emma Lines Design. I'm 46 years old. I'm going in tomorrow for a total lens replacement in my eyes. I have narrow angle glaucoma, and I'm scared to death. Please send me some good thoughts and prayers.
We're definitely sending you so much love, healing energy, good wishes, and
What's the
everything's going to go so smoothly tomorrow.
Emma.
Emma, just do exactly what the doctors ask. When they tell you to put the ointment on or take the pill or close your eyes for 5 days, whatever they tell you to do, just do exactly that and you're going to be fine.
Yeah, it's going to
The
be
medical profession is amazing. And the only time I have gotten injured so many times. And so I have learned this the hard way. When I pay attention to the doctors, I always come through it just fine. And when I try to take a shortcut or don't do exactly what they're asking, it always gets a lot harder. So just do exactly what they ask, and you're going to be fine.
And it also turns out that when you talk to the surgeons that do those, they literally are like, "Oh, I do 20 of these a day." Like to them, they so know what they're doing with that stuff, and so you're gonna sail all the way through it, and we'll be thinking about you.
Could we get another shout out for how you get the video, how you get the autographs?
Yes, so you go to Streamily, streamily.com/Juliet, JulietLandau, or streamily.com/James Marsters, our names, and then in that way you can get the swag, and then once the order's in, we'll get it right here and be able to sign it for you live.
Or you can just, is the link in your bio?
The link is not in my bio.
Okay.
Is it in yours?
It is mine. It is in mine.
Well,
You
good
could
for
just,
you.
link in bio. I always want to say that.
That's good.
I'm with it. I said it.
I meant to do the link in the bio, but I didn't.
This is no.
So it's Marianella.
Ooh,
Marian,
beautiful name.
yeah, Marianella. So it's Marianella.
Marianella. Beautiful.
I know.
I've never
Gorgeous.
Someone's asking, Fab219, when was the last time you saw each other before this?
Oh my gosh, it's been a little bit, but we see each other
Yeah.
often. But it's
COVID has kind of put a little bit of a crimp in that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty careful with COVID, I
Me
gotta
too.
say.
Me too.
And
We
so,
actually did a COVID test, both of us, yesterday, and a COVID
Yeah.
test today, so
Yeah.
that we could be maskless
Exactly.
together.
Exactly.
If Lestat met Spike and Priscilla, would he love or hate them?
If I
Love
met
them.
who?
The star.
Lestat.
Anne Rice's interview with the
Oh, that Ponce. No.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to talk about my feelings, Spike. Oh, I don't know if everyone likes me, Spike. Oh, what do you think she thinks of me, Spike? Oh, get over it. No, Jesus.
Well, no, wait a minute. Who's playing him? Is it Tom Cruise playing this guy? Because I just need him alive.
It depends. There's actually a series now, so it could be Tom or it could be what's the actor's name, Jeff?
Sam Reed.
Sam Reed.
Okay, I don't
So I
know
don't-
Sam Reed. And nothing against Tom Cruise because he was awesome in too many films to count. In fact, he's one of the stars that I always know if I go see a Tom Cruise movie, then I'm gonna have a good time. That I know it's gonna be worth the ticket price. So I'm all about Tom Cruise. I give him his props, but no, if you ask Spike if he wants to hang out with Tom Cruise as Lestat, I would eat him alive.
Hey, Dev, can you give us a Spike and Drew? For some reason, we don't have 124 to Dawn, so I don't have.
Which one is it? What's the picture?
It's the Spike and Drew devious stare, and I need
Okay.
a post-it to put it on the back so we make sure that
I
Dawn
want one
gets
of
it.
those for my bathroom mirror.
The devious stare.
I love it, yeah.
It's pretty cool. That was a fun moment. So, Dev, I need a post-it.
124, you said?
Yeah, JJA124 VIP. Okay, Dawn. Oops. Dawn. It is cool. We actually had our editor took this and made it high res enough that we could, because I've always thought it would be a great one for us to sign, and we've never done it. And he up-resed it and was able to do it, so we were like, yes. And
It
we've
really
actually
is
a lot of
good,
people
man.
wanted to get it.
Have either of you ever watched What We Do in the Shadows?
Yes.
Love that. Oh my
So much fun.
God, this is the
Dawn. It's just,
I think you guys did this already, but can you just say, wishing Romy a happy recovery on her leg surgery? I'm pretty sure you guys did
yeah,
that.
we
did
did.
it. We did
Romy,
it.
yeah, we
Yeah.
talked to Romy for
Romy.
sure, and definitely
You're gonna be
we'll be
fine.
thinking all about you. 125.
Uh,
Why am I missing-
Steffi is asking, hey James, since you're a gamer, what games are you addicted to right now?
Okay. I'm playing Forspoken, which has such great gameplay. It's an open world game, and you play this young woman who's just tearing around a natural world and using magic to just kill zombies and other creatures of the blackness. And that part is so good. Unfortunately, the writing is so abominably bad, so incredibly offensively bad, that I just have had to go into the settings and erase all of, like, just take all the voice out. And I don't even want to see the subtitles. I just treat it kind of as a quasi-silent film where it just evolves to gameplay. And I'm enjoying it quite a lot. But I got so angry. You're supposed to go talk to this person, and it's like a side quest, and you go talk to this person, and they're so boring you want to tear your eyeballs out because they're not saying anything that you don't already know. And then you go on a side quest where they keep telling you stuff you already know or don't care about, and they're just wasting my time. So I'm not doing any side quests, and I hardly ever do main quests. I'm just tearing around the world, killing stuff. But that part is fabulous. So.
Deb, we're missing some of these. We're missing the for Barbara. Hi, Barbara from France. I'm so excited that you're here. But we're missing the one, the red one with the hands for 125. But I don't know why. Like, 'cause
Okay. Living Dead Girl 89 says, can you say hi?
Hi, Living Dead Girl.
Hello, Living Dead Girl.
It's a cool moniker. Okay, so I don't know why we're missing a bunch of them. So we
Alright, we'll just go through them.
Yeah.
Luckily, we have
many
stacks. We
stacks.
have Steph who will give them to us.
yeah.
What was it like coming back to Little Sisters for Bioshock Infinite, Burial Sea, and what did you think of Courtney Draper's performance as Sally alongside Elizabeth?
Sorry, I'm trying to. So the second part, what did I think of what?
Courtney Draper's performance as Sally alongside Elizabeth.
Well, amazing, and I loved. I mean, it was the Little Sisters was such a fun character to do, and actually the first.
You did the Little Sister.
You know that? Yeah. Thank you.
I love those games.
Oh my
I've
god!
beaten those games like 5 times each.
Wow, that's
I
awesome.
Oh my god, I'm
Yeah.
such a fan of you.
Oh my god, that's
This
so
is so
cool.
uncomfortable. I'm fangirling over you right now.
That is
Oh
so
my God.
awesome.
Oh my god.
The first one I did, Ken Levine, who created the game, he actually called me and said he'd had a few different people try to do it and he was having trouble, and then all of a sudden he thought, oh my god, I bet she'd be great. And so we literally within a few days worked. He was in New York on the East Coast and I was in a booth in LA, and we worked. It was just such a fun recording session and so amazing, and they didn't do anything to treat my voice. That's me. I did that.
Mr. Bubbles,
That's creepy. It's funny because I have this weird habit of sometimes talking in my sleep in the character I'm working on, and the Little Sisters was one that completely freaked my husband Dev out because he didn't know I was working on it, and he heard this like creepy child voice in the middle of sleeping, and he literally was like, "What?" He woke up and he like shook me awake and was, "What is going on?"
And what did you say?
Well, the weird thing too is I'd never said this in my life because I don't have children, and there's no other reason to sort of say that. But apparently I said, and I can't do it off the top because it's been a long time, but I think I said something like, I need to go to the potty, Mr. Bubbles. Because I had to go to the loo. And that's when Deb was like, excuse my language, what the fuck is going on? Who are you? What happened? And then I told him about the game. He's like, okay, well, it's definitely creepy and it's perfect.
The only thing weirder than being an actor is being married to one.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't imagine. Oh wow.
Molly Rose 98. When are you guys coming to England?
Oh, we're actually maybe looking at a thing right now that we might be coming together to England, right?
Oh,
But
yeah.
I don't know when. I think it's in June, potentially.
Yeah.
Deb, can you look here and see? I can't find 128.
What's the picture?
It's this one, but it's like I'm missing. It says 122.
Just grab another one.
Okay. So weird for Chris. Can Juliet write I'm a princess? Yes, and James can. Okay, so Chris.
James, have you ever been to Minnesota?
Deb, can you give me a post-it for it too? I've never been to Minnesota. Have you, James?
I'm sure I have.
Really?
There's so many places. What are some cities in Minnesota? St. Paul?
Yeah, you've been to some Polish video.
Oh, yeah. I've been to
Oh
Minnesota.
yes, we really liked it. Can you give me the number? It's JJA128 VIP.
JJA1.
In fact, I remember flying into Minnesota and seeing all the lakes that were around and thinking, I need to move to Minnesota because we don't have this thing called water out in California much anymore. So maybe I could take a bath if I moved to Minnesota. And then I heard about winter in Minnesota.
Freezing.
Oh, I don't know. I moved away from Chicago because
Oh, we have
winter's
the
good.
name autograph. Let me just go over something. Okay,
That's what you.
so he wants. Yeah, that's what you are, and then your name and Spike.
Okay.
Actually, you're on the floor, Chris.
Would you guys go to Monster Mania Con Philadelphia?
Sure, it'd be fun.
Why not?
Why not?
As soon as you guys get over the game and the call at the end of the game. Sorry, it was a bad call. It was a Super Bowl talk. It was a bad call at the end of the game. I think we can all admit that. But I would like to all have that die down before I go back.
Bonnet, have you ever been to Italy for vacation or work?
I have been for work.
To Italy?
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, I'm just looking at 124. I'm just looking at the numbers 125. I don't understand.
I remember going to Florence with Sullivan, who was part of Ghost of the Robot, and having an incredible time. And then on our day off, we went to see the David, Michelangelo's David. And I remember going there, and after about 20 minutes, I felt like I saw the David. Like you wait in line for hours, and then you're in a room, and it's pretty much this big room, and the only thing in there, of course, is the statue, which is enormous. And after 20 minutes, I was like, okay, I've done that. And I go to Sullivan, and he's like, I'm not leaving. This is the David, Dad. I'm going to drink this in for just a little while longer. I may never be back here. And I think we were in there for like 2.5 hours before he was willing to leave. I respected that so much. Yeah,
Yeah.
I felt ashamed that 20 minutes was enough. I've been with Michelangelo for 20 minutes. What else can you get from
Next.
it? Like, oh my God.
Deb, I need the Spike with the monster face. I seem to be missing that one too. 136. JJA 136 VIP. for
Maybe these are
Brian.
new orders,
I know. I wonder.
right?
Yeah.
Popular.
Muriel, I just want to say, James, you are the nicest celeb I've ever met. You
Aw.
seemed worried to sign my painting, which I did for the signing, and you are just an angel of a human. Thank you for being who you are.
Oh, thank you. That was horrifying for me, because if I had messed that up on your painting, I don't think that I would get over the guilt in a lifetime. If I remember, that was a really beautiful painting. If I'm signing anything that I can't replace, I get kind of.
136 JJA
sweat palms.
136 VIP. Did you put VIP?
But I'm glad that it went well.
So you were asked to put a stick figure of Angel on it as well. Do you want to do the honors?
Sure.
Okay. So,
I'm gonna make him.
so it's Brian and then anything you want. That's funny. It'd be funny to have him with us. So Brian, we're adding a stick figure. I'm letting James do the artistic component.
G-Bug, I cried when I saw Michelangelo's David, I admit it. As a sculptor myself, I was in complete awe.
Wow. Yeah.
But Devil's Daughter, yes, there are solo ones of James inside today.
Yeah, there's solos of both of us. Deb, can you get the same one that you just gave me with the James Monster Pits for 1137 VIP?
All right, Brian. I'll put Angel, and then I described him as a prat.
Can I see
There
it?
you go.
Oh yeah, you
See,
did that.
thanks,
Right.
Is it 1137 or 1?
137. JJA 137 for Brian. That's funny.
Because David isn't here to defend himself.
To be like, he'd say, Alex.
Try and stop me, brother.
Okay, so this is for Real, B-R-I-E-L.
Hello, James and Juliet. I'm Sarah. I'm a huge fan. Could you please say hello from Spike and Drew?
Hello,
Hi,
Sarah. You look delicious.
Hello, Sarah. Delicious.
And this is what?
Real, B-R-I-E-L.
Diana asks, did you enjoy being part of the Runaways?
Runaways question.
We were
Yay.
just talking about that before we got online. Yeah, very much. Everyone was so good to work with. I loved that job because the role was a bit like Spike, which was that he was designed to be killed off after, I think for Victor it was 7 episodes, and so they didn't try to protect the character. They made him do just horrifically bad things, and I think that's when it gets really interesting. And so I just had the best time. The Runaways were all really nice people. The only thing that drove me crazy about those young people were that they were better actors than the parents. And that took a little bit of time to get used to, frankly. I think that we were doing really good with our scenes, and I'd see the episodes, I was like, wow, they're better again.
Deb,
Yeah.
Chloe Becker, hello from Melbourne, Australia. Will you guys be turned down under?
would love to. Wait, so that was our last
Real.
one? Real. Okay, so we're on. So Deb, we need another devious stare that I don't have for some reason.
I would love to come back to Australia.
Yeah,
I don't
love
think that I have anything on this year for it, and which is, in times past, I think it has something to do with COVID. I wonder if are you guys back open? But yes, I have never not enjoyed coming to Australia. I've always had a great time. I love Australia.
Me too.
Angelica Victoria, I love you guys. Love from France.
Aw, thank
Hey,
you.
Victoria.
Favourite director that you've worked with?
Um,
Wow.
I loved working with Tim Burton. I mean, again, it's like picking actors that like I've been fortunate to work with wonderful directors. So too many to choose from, I think. This is Brian, just a quote from the show that we enjoy saying.
My favorite that I've ever worked with would be Steven Spielberg. In my dreams.
Dev, this is Jacqueline, and we have a note from Jacqueline. I need the two hands one. I seem to be missing.
Okay. Yeah. We're actually getting a little low on the
Well,
devious
I
stare.
don't know if we're missing like what's happened, but there seems to be. I don't know.
They're selling like hotcakes, Dad.
I know, it's good, right?
Yeah.